Hello, this is Scholar Strive doing some math. Today in geometry, we'll be looking at areas of triangles and parallelograms. Now, when we see a parallelogram, we have two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel and the same length. What we call the base could be either of those pairs, but normally we pick the one that sits on the bottom. The height of a parallelogram is the shortest distance between the two bases. So that vertical line that I just did there, this is a right angle. Or I can do the height outside, represented by these dashed lines. That would work too. Base of a triangle is any of the three sides, but we usually pick the one on the bottom. Height of the triangle is the shortest distance between the base and its opposite vertex. So remember, there's three vertices or vertexes, each of the corners. And we're doing the shortest distance between that and its opposite base. So that's the height. The height of a triangle is also known as the altitude. Area of a square, you guys should all know this hopefully by now. If I got a square where all the sides are the same, the area is equal to side times side, or side squared. Area of a rectangle, you should also know this. We usually know it as length times width, or we can call it base times height. So either way, area of a parallelogram. So if we have a parallelogram, it's the same as rectangle. Base times height. So area is base times height. Area of a triangle. Now you might not remember this one, but you should. Area of a triangle is just half the area of a rectangle. 1/2 the base times height. If two polygons are congruent, then they have the same area. Area addition postulate. The area of a figure is the sum of the areas of its overlapping parts. So let's say we have an odd figure. Let's call this area 1, and then put a dash, and then area 2. The total combined area is area 1 plus area 2. And that's all that addition postulate says. You can combine areas. Alright, example 1. Find the area of the parallelogram of ABCD. Okay, so we're just looking at the shaded region here. Alright. Okay, so they throw in some other numbers there, but you just want to be certain that you have a base. So I'm going to redraw it. I say that this piece is 8, this piece is 9. And then over on the side there, they have a height of 4. So area of a parallelogram is just base times height. So 9 times 4, which is 36. But if we flipped it on its side, so that it's sitting on the 8, so we would have something like this. 8, 9, and they tell you that this piece is, wait, is that the 4.5? Oh no, never mind. Don't worry about that. But if they did flip it on its side, you would have to find the height of the parallelogram. And that should give you also 36. But let's take a look, actually. So it's sitting on its side, 8. Let's call this A, B, and then C, D. So these would be 9s, those would be 8s. And they say that this is 4.5. Would we be able to PDC, this is a right angle. Would we be able to figure that out? Alright, so my sketch is incorrect. So yeah, that 4.5 would be the height if it sat on the A, B, or CD side, the 8th unit side. And so it would be 8 times 4.5, which would be 36. Alright, find the area of each polygon here. Okay, so we have a triangle, and area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times height. Okay, so if this 28 is the height, then the base would be 45 plus 21, which is 66. So the area of this triangle here is 1/2 of 66 times 28. So this would be 33 times 28, which is 924 units squared, or square units. Okay, part B, base times height. Remember, this is 17, and then we have a height here of 7. So area is base times height for a parallelogram. So area is 17 times 7, which is 119 units, square units. Example 2, the base of a triangle is 4 times the height. The area of the triangle is 50 square inches. Find the base and height of the triangle. So here we go. If we look at our left here, it says the base of the triangle is 4 times the height. Okay, so if we have a height of the triangle, then the base will be 4 times. So that's what this picture is all about. Okay, we know that the area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times height. And they tell us that the area of the triangle is 50. So 50 square inches. So I'm going to put 50 here. And then 1/2 the base. The base is 4h. And then we have another h for the height. So to get h by itself, well, first let's multiply everything out. 1/2 times 4 is 2. H times h is h squared. Okay, to get h by itself, we're going to divide both sides by 2 to get 25 equals h squared. And then to get rid of the squared, we take the square root of both sides to get h equals 5. So our height is 5, and let's go ahead and put inches. Our base is 4 times our height, which is 5, so 20 inches. And then if you're ever unsure, you can plug it back in the equation. 1/2 of 20 times 5 is indeed 50. Example 3, we got a Roomba, and it can clean 2 square meters of carpet in 8 minutes. About how long will it take for the robotic vacuum to clean a room with the dimensions shown? So whenever we have this, we need to split it into 2 parts that we can do. So this is a 5 by 5 square here, and if we take 9 minus 5, this piece would be 4. Okay, and then we need to find the area of 1 and 2 and add them together. So the first rectangle, area 1, is equal to 9 times 4, 36, and area 2 is a square, so that's 5 times 5, which is 25. Okay, we're going to add them together. And we have 61 square meters. Okay, a vacuum clean, this Roomba can clean only 2 square meters of carpet in 8 minutes. How long is it going to take? Okay, we're going to take that 61 and divide it by 2. And that'll give us 30.5. We're going to take that 30.5 and times it by 8 minutes. And that'll take 244 minutes. What it's rough, which is roughly, if you divide by 60, roughly 4 hours. That's a terrible Roomba. At least I think it's a terrible Roomba. I don't have one. A parallelogram has an area of 133 square feet and a height of 19 feet. What is the length of the base? Alright, so remember, area of a parallelogram is equal to base times height. And they tell us that the area is 133. And we're looking for the base, and the height is 19. So we have 19b equals 133. Divide both sides by 19 to get b equals 7 feet. So area is always in square units, and the dimensions are always in regular units. Hope this helped you out. Have a good day.